it is your girl Sarah from Sarah's Styles here. In today's video, I am going to tell you how I make over $2,000 a week reselling on Poshmark and eBay, working part-time hours because I am a busy mom of 3 children, 4, 6, and special needs 15-year-old. I do not have a lot of time to waste, and I am going to share with you how I am consistently making $2,000 a week reselling on these platforms. Also going to share a bonus tip on how I continue to make more money reselling on these platforms. Before I share this tip with you, I do want to show you what my basis is around, what I strive for, and that is going to be this chart right here. This chart is showing you how much I sell versus how much I list, and I am always very watchful of this chart. Chris at a Daily Refinement calls it Reseller Nirvana, and it's basically you are listing the same amount of items that you are selling. This is something that I am constantly watchful of. If I am listing more items than I am selling, it means either I'm trying to grow, which is fine. I did that last year. If you're intentionally trying to do that, but if you're not intentionally trying to do it, it means that you're buying things that people don't want. It means that you are you don't have good SEO, you don't have good prices, something is wrong. If you are selling, for me, this chart, I am selling more items than I'm listing. It's roughly about the same, so I'm not too concerned about it. But if I'm selling significantly more items than I'm listing, I'm probably pricing it too low. I might have it on a lot of platforms and I don't need to necessarily spend my time on it, or you may be okay with it. But for me, I am always watching this. And the number one thing that people are going to tell you to do is be consistent. And I'm not going to disagree with them, but instead of just telling you, hey, be consistent, thanks for watching my video, have a good day, I'm going to tell you exactly how I am consistent. I have 3 children. My life is chaotic. I have continued to make $2,000 a month in the past, 6, 7, 8 months. And I was remote teaching 3 children. The way that I am able to do it is I do what's called banking. I get ahead and I bank my items. So you start out slow. Staying consistent means you're consistently listing items in order to consistently make sales. I start out slow. When I first started selling on eBay and really trying to level up, I started with 5 items a day. I was like, I can commit to 5 items a day. I'm going to do that for 1 month and get in that routine to do 5 items a day. And any items that I was listing, any items that I had ready to go after 5 items, I was banking. I was putting them into my drafts. So then those days when something came up, my kid gets sick, or my other kid needs more help on their homework, or life gets in the way, when something comes up, I had items in my bank. So it wasn't this constant every single day. I had this stress on top of me. And so once I could list 5 items a day and I had 1 week worth of 5 items a day ahead, right? So in my drafts on eBay, I was listing 5 items a day, but I also had 35 items in my drafts. Once I was able to do that for a complete month, I went up to 6 items a day. And I did the same thing. I did 6 items a day, but I also had 1 week worth of 6 items a day. So if something happens, I was still able to be consistent. So instead of doing 5 items a day one day, and then, hey, I had a lot of time today, I'm going to do 10 items. And then, hey, I had a lot of time today, I'm going to do 20 items. But then I'm busy this week, and so I didn't get anything done. Do 5 items a day, and all of those extra items put into your bank, and do this slowly. It's slow growth, especially on eBay. They want to see that you're in it for the long haul. They want to see that you can be consistent. This banking has worked for me, and working slow. I am now up to, I have 2 weeks full of bank. I have 2 weeks worth of drafts, as well as, because I pay a lister, so I have 2 weeks of drafts ready to go. And I also have 2 weeks of photos on top of that. So I am technically a month in the bank. I have enough items to be listed in the next month if something were to happen. And that is allowing me to and I started this slowly. A year ago, I started at 5 items a day, and I slowly started to bank. And then I moved up to 6 items, get into that routine and that schedule, and bank your items. That has been the key for me. I do it on social media as well. I have videos in the bank for my YouTube because I want to take vacations, or my kids come up, or someone gets sick, or whatever it is comes up. And so I have items in the bank so that I can stay consistent on social media as well. This is the number one reason that I have continued to see growth on eBay, because I do this banking and I'm able to stay consistent regardless of how busy my life gets. My bonus tip is process improvement. The only way to make more money in the same amount of time is to improve your processes. Over the course of 6 months, it took me 6 months, but I am now down to I can ship an item, and that goes from printing a label, pulling an item and putting it in a package to be sent out. I do that in 2 minutes an item. So as a busy mom, I can find 10, 15, 20 minutes in my day to make sure that I am shipping every single day, as well as listing. Like I said, I don't do the actual listing. I take the photos and then I send it to my VA, but I can do photos. So that counts as photos, measurements, and putting a SKU on it and putting it away. I do that in 2 minutes, which means that I can take roughly 30 items. I can process 30 items in 1 hour. In order to continue to level up, you either have to be more efficient, and you're not going to get more time. There's no more time out there. There's only 24 hours in the day. That's never going to change. To level up, you're going to have to become more efficient, and then you may get to the point where you want to outsource. I have lots of videos on that. If you like this video, YouTube thinks that you would like this video. Here's another playlist of tips and tricks that I have for reselling, making money, how to look at your numbers, and how to make more money reselling. If you like this video, hit that subscribe.